Glory to the swarm, brothers and sisters. I am your cult leader, Cheese, and it has been a few decades since the last video. So I started to record, and then I realized that there was going to be a lot of problems because we couldn't actually go and invade anyone else. We wound up becoming a subject that was not allowed to start its own wars. So, in order to resolve that, we are going to need to declare a war of independence against our overlord. In order to do that, we've been building up our economy a bit. So let's go through this real quick. As you can see, our proximity is improving. This green is good, yellow is not bad, the red's not great. Obviously the blue is our capital. We've been expanding. We have almost completely colonized this island over here, and it's going pretty well for us so far. We've cut off Japan from that, which is pretty sweet. We may go try to colonize a bit more as well, we'll see. But that's just kind of, laying out our roots. And then let's take a look at control here. As you can see, we've got decent control. Yellow's not bad. Here around our capital, it's fantastic. And everywhere else, except for maybe these newer colonies, it's pretty strong. Like, we're making quite a bit of money. As you can see here, we have a ton of gold. We are spending on improving our stability because we did go in and we revoked one of the privileges of, I believe it was the clergy, and kind of upset them a little bit. Or I think it might have been the Yangban. Yeah, the nobles. So I think we revoked something of theirs. They did not like it that much. We can actually give them a bribe. That is one heck of a bribe in order to only get 10%. Heck no. So we've been spending super heavily into stability. 50 gold a month to try to get it back up to where it needs to be. So as you can see here, we are not getting a whole lot of advantages right now. This was down to, I think, like negative 50 or so. So, we've been making it work. Same thing with the gold. We've been saving that up because we've been investing. Our population, we got hit by the Black Death, and we lost about 1 million people. It was rough. As you can see, we are recovering. We are primarily Korean and Eastern Buddhist. We are primarily peasants, but we're slowly working on converting to laborers, burghers, clerics, soldiers, nobles. We have a few more tribesmen to bring into the fold. We've been working on our investment a little bit as well. You can see our culture here has been maxed out. Not getting a ton. Part of that is because we are a subject still. The prestige decay here is not great. But, that's pretty normal for everyone. Once we can get out of our overlord's shadow, I think we can really start to see some improvements. We're working on trying to get some innovations. We're in the age of Renaissance right now. I don't think we've gotten any innovations. Let's take a look at the innovation map. That is... We'll find it here. Institutions. There we go. So, let's see. Up here, we've got a little bit of legalism, meritocracy. Nothing here. Has anything made it to us yet? No, we currently haven't gotten any institutional spread. So that's part of the problem. We've been working on expanding our trade network. So we have been building a ton of trade hubs, or trade offices rather, in other markets. We've got one up here. We were actually going to build more, but they ran out of wood, so we just kind of left it. We'll go ahead and do that now. Hopefully I don't run out of wood again. Just trying to get as much trade power as possible. Same thing over here. Trying to get into every market, trying to do whatever it is that we can to, you know, expand our power and our reach and our control. We can't do that with Japan because we have rivaled them from the beginning of the game. And have we started to get into these markets down here? Doesn't look like it. So, might as well. We'll do that one. That was where? Wonju. Sure, it's around here somewhere. Oh. Yeah, okay. So there we go. We'll just keep on adding there. We've got 9. Okay, so there's actually 9 here. Okay. And then, so that's that market. We want to get this market as well. And I think we already have some in this market. When we look at this, you can see that if you look at ours, we can't build any trade offices here. But we can look at these other markets and we can see where the control of these markets is from, and then we can put our offices there. So I'm still kind of learning this out, trying to figure it out and all that, but I know that we want to, I mean, we could just do the mass build trade offices too. This will give us the, I guess, the best possible return. Use up a lot of that money. That's cool. We've also been doing the same thing with the RGOs. So if you look at our RGO builder, we come in here every now and then we just go and we try to build them out. Trying to keep it to being over 25 gold in profit in 3 years. Just because I don't want to overload everything. You know, we're still recovering. We don't have a ton of workers. And the other thing we need to do is we also need to work on expanding like our villages. See if we can get some infrastructure in for towns. And I'm still not 100% clear on how to create towns. Getting that way, getting there. But, you know, we've got these villages. Market villages, fishing villages. Fishing villages are no longer costing money, which is nice. One thing that we kind of want to look at for these is, you know, they do offer, here, let me show you. It'll show us. Go back. Fishing Village offers sailors, which is good since we're starting to build a navy. It offers us food capacity, it offers us trade capacity, and a little bit of maritime presence. So it wouldn't be bad to have these fishing villages around the coast. You know, we want to get that from them. These forest villages are nice. They increase the number of laborers we can have. Soldiers, it's pretty good. Farming wise, same thing. And I've actually been doing a lot of market villages, trying to expand our trade advantage, trade capacity. And those are most profitable right now. So let's take a look. Let's see if we can build some more out. And I'll just try to do whatever we can here. So this is, when you look at it here, you know, you build these, it's like, hey, you have 334 available peasants. So maybe we don't want to do that. We look at Yangju, we have, okay, these are all of our peasants. So building that's not going to do a whole lot for us. We don't really have the people here. So probably want to go back and maybe just do one. I'm sorry. No, we did have the people. We had 5,000 people. Okay. So yeah, we'll use all 5,000. So that's good. We've got 15,000 peasants available here and Bakshion. So we will go ahead and do the same. And then when we get some money here, we'll just keep going down the line. You know, yeah, we could probably split it up a little bit. You know, do something like this. No reason to do it all at once when we could just do a couple at a time, spread the wealth, so to speak. Start converting these peasants to laborers. You know, all kinds of good stuff. There's a ton of people here. We'll do that one. Okay. So that's all of our money. Tons of trade. We have built ourselves an army. Our army consists of, I think it's, let's see, let's do it by name here. We've got some camp followers. We've got, is this not by name? It is. Oh, by name of the unit. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3 footmen, 4 horsemen, an armored horseman, camp followers, and looks like 3 or 4 archers. So we've got a bit of a unit. It's nothing too crazy. If you look at our manpower, we are still slowly going up, so we could technically add a little bit to this. But until we start building out more forts and more armories and more barracks, whatever it is that gives us more manpower, we're pretty much at the limit of our professional army. And part of the problem with declaring our independence now is we come over here. Let's go back to this mode. We'll look at the Great Yuan. We are no match for them. Where was that? Yeah, we're no match for them. We look at it's like, oh, it doesn't look too bad. They've got us, tripled in army. They have as much manpower as us. They have 400 regulars. I don't know why ours aren't showing as regulars. They should be. Maybe we need to upgrade them. But we've got much less we can draw on. Now they're a little weak right now. Not super strong, but it looks like they've got some raised levies. So maybe if we can catch them like having just gotten their butts kicked in a war, maybe we can get free and then we can really start to break things down. But that's enough talking about where we've been. I did learn something very important. If you get a little pop-up here that one of your neighbors or rivals is in a war and you can join, you can do that. You just gotta be careful, just because when you do it, you're gonna wind up in a war with Japan. And that happened about 60 years ago, I want to say. So I wound up, coming in here, invading these islands. I managed to hold them off on the coast with our navy. They only had some transports. And we had our galleys and transports, so we blew up all their transports as they were trying to land their troops. We came over, we took a little bit of land, got a little war score, then we bounced before we lost our army. It was interesting, to say the least. We have our navy here. We haven't grown it. We probably should. We don't have a ton of sailors, though, so we're just kind of letting that grow. We can get up to 367, so all right, maybe we will go ahead and add another ship. You know what? Let's do that. So go to, I know how to do this. Here, build a ship. Ooh, we can get a Mediterranean galley. We're going to do that right nowhere. Why can't we do that? We're probably missing something. Oh, we can't afford. Yeah, need money. All right, let's unpause. So as soon as we get a month rollover, boom. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the other thing. Sorry, I forgot about that. Let's go ahead and build that ship. So we have the Goryeo Union with Shenyang here, and we have been slowly consolidating our power here. We are the senior partner of this union, and we have been coming in here and essentially unifying everything so that they are integrated underneath us. So we're hoping to take this land through diplomacy rather than through violence, mostly because we don't have a choice. So we have the external already. All right. We have federal, so we're going to go with aligned legislature now. And what that's going to do is every member of the union adopts the implemented government reforms and policy when available for the senior partner. So essentially, we're just saying, hey, you're going to become just like us. And since we're the senior partner, there's only two of us. We have all the power when it comes to the votes. Even if they vote against it, we still win. So let's take a look at this. What requirements are we missing? So another 5 years, it looks like this will become available. And then I think we can try to unify for sure, for reals. Because we've pretty much done everything else to assure that they are unified with us. And I think if we do that, it stops being a union and becomes just our kingdom, but I'm not entirely sure. So let's slow this down a little bit. We're building all of this stuff. We're building that ship. So that ship's going to join our navy here. This navy has been on the orders of patrolling the sea, just to keep the pirates from harassing us. That has been a little bit of a problem. You can see there are pirates. There is this pirate nation down here that they raided us a few times. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to go and fight back because China won't let us. China has been a real problem. Oh, 10 prestige. Who's Jimyon? No, we don't care about them. Yeah, we'll take you, right? Yeah, you're pretty good. We like prestige. So, this prestige, I think, will really start to take off once we can get out of our the shadows. We're currently 31st power in the world, which is pretty good. We're a bit of an economic powerhouse, bringing in a ton of money, building a ton of things. We can speed it up and we can just kind of watch all this stuff build. Oh, I want to show you the road network. Let's see. Roads. Oh, another core. Nice. So this is our current road network here. We have not done the entire main continent, or main kingdom, but we are close. So we're hoping to get another road parliament decision to make them cheaper so we can do it again. But yeah, we got some buildings missing imports. We do definitely need more lumber. Let's check on our trade. So our manual trade is still pretty low. Let's pause this for a second. We can import some, what is this, cloves? Every time I set these up, they wind up being not so great long term. So I've been looking at potential exports. It looks like we could export some of our dyes, but we're also kind of short on dyes. Like, we are a little short on dyes in our market. Exporting them is just going to cause some problems. And we're making pretty good amount of lacquerware here. We're still short on that though. Like, we're going to need to get more dyes. So, I don't want to export too much. We're already exporting some. We don't have any government needs, some building needs. We need books. Well, we can just build some more scriptoriums. What is that? Cheese? Beeswax. Cheese. Could be cheese. But yeah, we've got a need for cloves. So sure, we'll go ahead and get some cloves. We'll get some ivory. We'll do that. The Middle Kingdoms have been shrinking. I think things are being annexed by China, or they're being swallowed up by other nations or little states that are trying to assert their will. Can we come over here? We'll go back to our regular map mode. Is there any more chartering that we can do? So let's see. We lost some stability. And great. All right, so this colony is almost done here. That's spreading there. This is colonized. This is colonized. This is getting colonized. We can create another colony here. All right. We don't need the money. Like, we just won't. We'll take more Korean, more of our people. So we can do another charter over here. We're always sending people from our capital. It looks like there's one more. So we'll go ahead and do that as well. So, and then this is a third one. I think we'll wait till this one's done to knock that one out. This is already in progress. When this one's done, we'll start moving up here as well. Oh no, that's already owned by somebody. Okay. Thinking we could go and take some more, but no, we're just gonna go out these island chains. So, we're just kind of taking over some of it. Nothing too crazy. But there's a bit of border gore as the Chinese have a lot of rebellions. Unfortunately, still doesn't make them weak enough for us to break away. Getting closer. We just need to build out our military infrastructure. For that, I think we need to build more. What are they called? Let's see, soldier buildings. We could do some barracks. We don't have anywhere we can build those right now. Okay, castles. We could build castles. Not in a rush to build more castles. We could build bailiffs. Bailiffs are interesting because we haven't really built any. They do give the nobles more power, which is not really what we want, but they do add a lot of proximity as well. So we're looking for other options. The docks, those will give us sailors. We don't have a place to build any docks right now. Well, we do. What's this? Why can't we? Oh, we have to research the docks. That would do it. I'm assuming the same thing here with the barracks. So since we can't do that with the barracks, right, let's go and look at villages again. So if we look at the villages, the market villages will give us potential soldiers. I think they all give us potential soldiers, except for the fishing village gives us sailors. Oh no, it gives us soldiers as well. So really we just need to build out our villages. And they all, have different requirements. Forest villages will give us some leathers, with using wild game and tar and sand. The fishing villages will give us fish from tools or ivory and salt. The farming villages will give us livestock with clay and tools. And market villages will give us a ton of different stuff. They'll give us tools, they'll give us glass, they'll give us beer, weaponry, jewelry, pottery, for all kinds of different inputs. How's our iron doing, by the way? Iron, how much do you cost? You're a little expensive right now. Okay. Do we have any iron that we can RGO? Not here, because you're short. Got some peasants there. Okay, we'll do that one. Do 2 here. We're just planning for the future. We know we're going to need iron. Do 2 there. And that's all our money right now. So, we know we're going to need iron as we go forward in the future. But we're going to take our money the next time we get a bunch of it, and we are going to probably start spamming some villages all along the coast, get fishing villages, and then get market villages elsewhere. And we want to start, turn them into towns. I think we need 5,000 populations to get a town, or to be able to build a town. So we need to, flesh out those villages for sure. Let's see. Okay, we got Navy Initiative. Let's also take a look at our advances, right? So we've got a ton of stuff here queued up. We're just trying to get through what we can because we don't have any of the, we don't have the Renaissance. We don't have banking. These are the institutions, and we don't have professional armies. We can't go down those trees. So we're stuck with a scholarly tree. And we're just filling out everything we can, trying to get as much as possible. We've already filled all of this. So, we're getting there. We don't really need a ton of this stuff, but we're just kind of going through it as we can. I think once we get done with a lot of this, we will be able to Once we finally get some of those traditions, or not traditions, institutions. Yeah, that was spawned in Genova. It's not anywhere near us. Spawned in Ferrara, not anywhere near us. Spawned in Brussels, not anywhere near us. None of these have been spawned yet. That's good. But, until these get to us, maybe we need to do some naval exploring to try to trade further away so that we can, adopt those traditions. All right, who's at war? Yeah, we're not worried about that. But that's the thing. See all these armies here? Those are always going to get raised against us when we try to break free. That's part of the reason we want to get Shenyang as a part of our kingdom. That'll give us a buffer zone, number one, and also it'll give us more people. So let's go ahead and build some villages. We're going to do some fishing villages. Get out of here, fly. Alright, so we don't have any anywhere. So we're just going to start going down the coast. Let's see. Set paying cash, another option to ensure their loyalties, grant privileges for special collections from foreign trade. Didn't you guys just stop being mad at me? You did. No, I'm not giving you privileges. Alright, we got another colony completed. Oop. Can we just, do that? No. So, just fishing villages everywhere. Anywhere we can. Everywhere we can. Okay, that's a good start. Next we'll come back and do market villages, and then forest villages. We'll just keep building out our people. We're ready to start really turning this up and becoming more of a not industrial, but centralized power. This one has already started, so okay, more cores, cool. We will go ahead and start this charter. K-Song. Yeah, we are just slowly coring all this up. It's a beautiful thing, but look at all those villages about to finish. So if we look here, now we've got a village. We are now creating a more need for tools. What do they want now? We want quality. We want plutocracy. We want to get away from the aristocracy. We want to get our power shifted. We are slowly growing. We were at about 12%, I think, and we're up to 23%, but the nobles are still pretty high. But we're going to keep slowly shifting. What is this? Underage heir. Yeah, we gave him an expensive education because we finally got an heir. He's 7. Hopefully he turns into someone decent. He's rowdy. Okay. Take that. Yeah, see, this is that button I was telling you about. We can go intervene in a rival's war. Who are they fighting? Intervene in a war against them. Jim Young Court, where are you guys? See, I don't even know where you are. That's the funny thing. I don't even know who you are. But if I did, we could go intervene and maybe sneak some land out of it or something. That's what I was trying to do with the Japan thing once I accidentally joined it. But let's see if we can find him. Is there a search? Search. Oh, that's just map markers. We come up here. Here? Jim. There we go. Extraterritorial county. Where? Oh, you're all the way over here. So, set. Is this it? Yeah. So trying to get involved in Japan right now is not a great idea. But I guess Japan has broken into a bunch of feudal states, it looks like. So I don't know if we still have if they're still our rival. Let's see. Where are our rivals? Do we have rivals? Okay, we cannot assassinate. No particular reason. Let's see, diplomacy, relations, enemies. Do we have rivals? We do. Tibet. You know what? Tibet, we don't have to be rivals. How do we unrival you? I may not be able to. I mean, I guess we could create a Cassius Belly against him, but that's not going to do us any good because we can't do anything with it. So yeah, I don't think I know of a way to stop being rivals, which is unfortunate. Can't right click. Yeah, apparently Yuan is now our rival, which is all the way in here. I wonder if we could get in there and take that. They're no match for us. That would be pretty funny. We're not going to mess around with that. I want to focus on the important thing right now. No, we don't want to improve our opinions. That's dirty. All right, we're building a spy network. We have not been doing a lot with our... we're already at plus 200. Got great reputation here. We're going to also come over here and we've curried all the favors we can, so let's see what we can do with those favors. Apparently we can create a Cassius Belly. No, we can't. We need the 20 still. We're only at 3. We have 28 favors. Can't really do anything with our 28 favors. Unless, let's see, economically. I mean, we have to... They don't have enough money for us to ask them for the donation. It's unfortunate. We could use favors to... Yeah, not a whole lot there. Alright, recovery efforts, cool. We got a ton of money, so that means... Alright. Ignoring corrupt institutions makes our cabinet less effective, whereas... That's what we're doing right now. So, if we look at our cabinet... They are working on control in our capital, just to help keep it, under control. We're assimilating folks in Ishikari, and we're developing our capital as well. So we're just kind of working on that. If we take the hit to prestige, it's not the end of the world, because we just got our stability back. I kind of want to keep that going up. Although, we got 7. We're still paying for it. We'll do that. We're making so much money right now. Man, it feels good. So let's go ahead and do some more village spam. So we're going to do market villages this time. So we can mass build them. I like this. I like the mass building options. We can just... Sure. Wherever you think is going to be best, I'll take it. That's a ton of market villages. Then we'll do the same thing for forest villages and farming villages. And we'll keep on, urbanizing somewhat. Yeah. So let's see. We could lose a ton of money and stability. What is this? Known as the three offices, the SAMHSA is a collective term for the three major government offices of our state, composed of members chosen for meritocratic and academic accomplishments. SAMHSA system ensures checks and balances on the ruler and officials alike. It serves as a replacement to the old three departments which dominated Goryeo bureaucracy over several decades. However, the implementation of such reform will require extensive government substitution, both financial and administrative nature. All right, so let's take a look. Three departments. Set policy minus 33%. Change policy minus 10. Plus 1 possible reforms. Plus 10 legislative efficiency. And this is just one more cabinet seat, which would be nice. Increased efficiency of our cabinet. Okay. And then also can increase control by sending royal inspectors. Interesting. It's expensive though. So when we do this, we're going to take on a lot of debt. But it's temporary debt. We have a ton of money. So I think we're going to do this. We're going to get another cabinet seat. We have redefined our government. Okay. We have weakened our political rival. Oh no, we're not going to hold any weakness or any grudges here. Cool. Nice. All right, so we are broke. So let's go take a loan. We can take loans from the estates, which we'll do because I don't want to borrow from another actor like China. Rather pay our people. Not a big deal. We'll pay it off shortly. All right. Now that should give us another cabinet seat. Yeah, it did. Okay. So this guy, he's pretty good. We need a little bit of money. Let the month roll over. Get another core. Increase control, because I think we maxed it out. You are a fantastic cabinet member. Thank you. So you can do everything well. All right. So max control. This is interesting. So we have a ton of places with low control. That is interesting. But also places with higher control. And so maybe we want to focus on the highest population places. Like there's a ton of people here, but only 35% control. So if we go and try to improve our control here, then that should give us some more taxes, some more power, more influence. What are you going to do? Since you can no longer... So just that it went away? It looks like it did. Okay. So I guess you are going to then... What are you good at? 51, 96. Wow, you're really good at development. You can't develop that one because someone else is. All right. But you have... Who is doing that? I mean, he's good, but you're better. So we're going to have you switch. Don't really need to do a ton of that. Let's just work on control. Interesting. Some of these other ones are very interesting. Oh, we can't send... Only one advisor can do that. Okay. Settle tribesmen. Alright, you'll go help with that. Then that means you will develop K-Song for us, because you are fantastic at this. Yeah, look at that. Look at that go. Holy cow. That's a council. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, and we just unlocked an achievement for having 3 different categories of stuff going. Now what? Typhus? Present in 8 locations. Man. Ooh, Parliament. Alright, come on, roads. No roads. But we could promote urbanization, which would give us another town. Alternatively, we could go for one of these and then use it to like try to pass a law instead. I think I kind of want another town though. Or maybe we get really brave and we go to one of these other ones. I don't know. I don't think we need to fund farming estates. Castle works. We're not building forts. I was really hoping for the roads. Oh well. I guess we'll get urbanization. Okay, and then 23%. So we need to get some support. It cost us legitimacy. Give us a little bit more aristocracy, but it's alright. We're almost over the hump there. It has upset our them guys a little bit, our burgers, let's see. But now we can go and we don't want to go traditionalist. Man. This is rough. Alright. Antagonism. So, antagonism, you know, could make other people see us as more of a threat. It's only 5%. This would get us over the hump. Alright, you know, sometimes you just gotta, you know, bite the bullet. A little bit. A little bit. Alright. Well, we got everyone else on board with the burgers. That'll make them happy. Look at all those villages up and coming. Alright. Good. Yeah, we should be fine here. All these villages are almost online. There's a ton of new market villages. We've finished settling the Shikari and assimilating them. Awesome. So we'll go back to our cabinet. And you are really good at assimilation. Holy cow. Go assimilate these guys. And you're pretty good at everything. Is there anyone that needs to be converted? Not really. Where is Katami? Yeah, it's all the way over there. Sure, why not? I mean, they're all cores at this point, right? Might as well just get them all fully on board. Look at those villages coming online. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Nope. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, right. These boats. Merge the strongest unit. What? Oh. Local noble autonomy. No. Nope. We have a town. Nice. Nice. So that's right here. So now this is a town. Right? It should be a town. Because it's a town, we should be able to build markets. Let's see if we can do that. Marketplace. Oh, well, we can build another one there. Yeah, we can build 6. Perfect. Start with 1. You need a market. You need a market. Oh, wait. Sorry, it's only 200 each. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and we're going to crank up these markets in all of our towns. We want to get our markets just screaming. We want to become the trade for the world. You know, just become the economic hub of civilization, at least of Asia. You know, we are doing everything we can over here to make that happen. Nice. Alright, that's still part of that one. So is that. What about this one? Yep. What about these guys? Yep, I think those are all being colonized here. Cool. So we're going to have a ton of little villages out here. So, I mean, at this point, yeah, we're just making money. Guess we should pay back this loan. It is costing us 10 gold a month. Alright, we've assimilated. Good. So we'll come back over here. Again, assimilation's not really necessary. So disloyalty to overlord. You know, it's tempting. I'm not quite ready to do this. Man, it's tempting, but we're getting close. Let's see if we can maybe improve our diplomatic reputation. Maybe we can do that from a two-pronged approach. So how's this going? Gongshu. That was... Alright, down here, how's control? Oh wow, we got really good control. We had a general retire, okay. We had our admiral die. Yeah, we've automated the admirals and the generals. Alright, so you should still be patrolling, good. And we'll balance that out. So yeah, we got... How do we upgrade? There we go, upgrade. We'll upgrade those to Mediterranean galleys. Awesome. Rebalance one more time. Perfect. Alright, so now we are losing folks, but that's because of the repairs. Yeah, maintenance-wise we'll be okay. Good. Okay, good. So we need more villages. Wait, loan? Almost. Repay our debts. Perfect. Keep trying to be nice to us. We don't want you to be nice. We want to be free. We want to continue our ways. Our Korean ways. Without interference. Is that too much to ask? How's our market looking? Market value is 1,400. That's pretty good. So how's your market looking? Loss of stability. Man. We didn't give them any privileges. They're mad at us too. Stop that. We built you a town. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. So, Hangzhou Market is where? Down there? Xinjiang. Kaesong is up here. Oh man, we're starting to creep in over here with our market. Heck yeah. So this one is much bigger. Alright, so we're gonna Keep an eye on that one. Not as profitable. This one is smaller. This one is bigger. We'll keep an eye on that one. Smaller. Smaller. Bigger. Okay. Now we're looking to see what our rivals are doing. Bigger. So they might all be bigger, but we are... Nope. We're missing government needs. Oh, here we go. Question of unification. So we can't go all the way to this immediately, but I mean, we'll start with this. We'll be able to annex them. We'll try to get it to the rapid unification. Nice. What are we missing for government buildings? Don't see anything obvious. Maybe it's something we needed for the ships. We're getting there. Now we've got a lot of trade here. So we look at this and it says, hey, what do we need? It's like, oh yeah, let's get some pepper. Let's get some gold. Let's get some pepper. Pepper. Some more dyes. Heck yeah. I mean, look at that profit in a few years. Market access is opening up. Like our control's going up. You know, we're getting some good money out of this. Should be enough there. Let's go to buildings. And then we want to... What is this? Yeah, we'll turn that on. Build any building. So if we go and look at, we've done, I think we're going to go and subsidize our fishing villages because they are not attracting people. How do I do that for all of them? I don't know, but we're going to try to encourage some fishing villages to exist. Yeah, none of these are going to be profitable in 3 years, so we will just go back and let's see, what about market villages? Not a ton of profit. What about the other ones? Farming. Yeah, we'll build a couple. Sure. And forest. Yeah, we'll build a couple just to get some more leathers. Yeah, that's good amount. Sure, that's what we can build. So as you can see, things are going pretty well. It's not very exciting. That's why I kind of skipped ahead here. But I wanted to share with you the progress we're making. I'll probably place some more in between. And then when we get close to integrating Shenyang here, I think we will pick back up and see how that goes. Because I'm not sure what's going to happen. But we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. Colonizing, expanding economically, you know, just doing the good things. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. For all you cultists out there, give me a glory to the swarm in the comments. I'm your cult leader, Cheese. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.